Okay. You want to take a peek? Ooh. All right. So we got all the wiring ran with new loom on it, and did as mild of a tuck job as we could when I put it all back together. So it's kind of, a few things ran in a little bit different of a spot, but everything goes to where it should. Battery boxes in, squirters, snorkel box, fuse box, all this stuff's nice and reloomed. There are some things that are missing because the engine's not in, and there's a couple of things that are left semi-loose so you can run it to your preference. But for the most part, I got everything done that I'm going to do. I think I'm going to call it where we're at, and I'm just going to run over a few random things. I'm going to finish up the headlights and get the grill all done. I guess we'll start over here in this corner. So we're going to move the power antenna. It's going to go to the front bumper, so this stuff has got to come down and get moved one way or the other. This is marker light for the fender. Coax. I had to cut the CB coax to get it out of wherever it was. I don't remember without looking at pictures, but wherever that needs to be ran, you just got to redo your coax and put that where you need to go. So this stuff's, all this factory wiring's happy. Everything's in here and nice and pretty. So these clips here that hold the wiring across like the radiator, they have these teeth on them, and I did my best. Every single one of them's missing at least one tooth, so you'll have to get either some replacements of those, or they make an aftermarket style like this. It's just a round clip with a nub on the back of it. Yeah, that one's broke too. So anyway, that's why you see zip tie here and here and here and here, because it needs those round style. You just got to clip those on and push them up. I can find those and put them in if you want me to, or you can do that to keep costs down. This one I just put in to hold it because that's where I wanted the wiring, so I could lay everything out. Now that it's done, I want to get the fender on and just kind of figure out whether that can just lay loose or what. So I'm just going to leave that one there. So there's ground here, there's ground here, there's ground there, and then there's another one back here behind the air box and the headlight for this side, and then there's one back there. So that's the grounds. You'll need to check those because everything's fresh paint, and I didn't knock any of the paint off when I put it together. Sometimes it's an issue, sometimes it's not. So just check the continuity when you go to put stuff together and make sure grounds are good. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll have to hook up the air lines for the air lockers. I didn't want to get them backwards or messed up on you, so I didn't want to leave those loose. The E-locker for the rear, it used to run, let's see, it came across down this side and then went over here and picked up its power. So I'm going to drop it down here and then secure it back and then rerun it to the axle. There was another set of power and ground here. I've got it marked with the yellow zip tie. It used to run across and this way and down and through this hole, and being that it goes all the way to that side, I pulled it back and then laid it in here. It actually goes up in the pillar, so I'm not sure what that's for. But anyway, if you just want to run that over there, poke it out through the hole, which would be this hole here, doop, and then connect the end of it to there, and I'm good to go. I just didn't know where you wanted me to run interior stuff at. I've done nothing in the interior, so I'll leave that one for you unless you make me do it. There's, let's see here, so that one's good to go. It runs back in. And then there was this one that wasn't connected to anything on this side. I'll leave some extra wire loom for you. I'm just not sure if that's going to stay or what it's for, so I'm just going to drop it right there for you. The squirters and windshield wipers. This got depinned. It looked like you were in here working on doing some custom something or other for the windshield squirter. Anyway, that needs re-customized. Yeah. And then the line for the squirter is here. And then I think this harness actually used to run back here in the back. So I'm not sure if this line is in the right spot, but your squirter line in the harness is right here. So there's that one, this one, and then the one that's going to come off of the hood that I haven't put on the hood yet. So yeah, I'm going to leave that. And then the windshield wiper motor, I took it apart, and I don't know if you had a problem with the windshield wipers before or not. I seem to be missing something. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but the arm is like just a flat plate and it goes back here. Well, you take this nub off and you put the flat plate on there, and then you put this back on there, but there's something missing on the back of it, or I'm missing something in my brain to keep that rod from falling down that way and then jiggling around. And I mean, something like this, I'm guessing, but I don't remember, and I'll have to look at pictures. So as of this moment, you know, that thing, I don't know what it is or where it's at. And then the arm is just right here. You know, so just, I'm at that point where I'm like fiddle dinking with all this little stuff, and that's what takes a lot of time. And I know that we're, like I told you in Messenger, like we just need to be done with this thing. So I'm trying to just get done with it. But yeah, so you let me know what you want to do on windshield wipers. We got the little thingy missing. It's just 4 bolts. Plug that wire in. Done deal on that. And then, you know, fixing the whatever you had going on with this, and then running the actual squirter line for it. But you might do vacuum line in like red or something, or black, and redo it all nice. So hope you're okay with me leaving that, because I'm gonna leave it. Here's your powers. Those are all zip tied together. And then I don't have any extra grounds, I don't think, as of this moment. I think I chassis grounded everything, so you should be good to go on that. The ballasts for the headlights, you had mentioned about re-securing them some way different, so there's the relays and the ballast. They're just kind of hanging there. The original holes are still there if you want to just go back where they were. I'm not sure, you had mentioned about doing something different there, so I'm going to leave those loose. Let's see, what else we got. This I think is alternator, and then I'll leave you a little piece of 1/4 inch if you want to run on that yellow wire. That's good. Your oil, I think it's oil pressure sender or exhaust temp, one of the two. That's there. You told me not to put the brakes back in, but do you want the clutch master back in it? I took the clutch master out so I could paint it real nice. If you want that put back in, just let me know. I can throw it in, and the hardware and stuff, I've got it inside the truck. I left this piece of tape on for the brake line because this one's still pretty loose other than that piece, because these clips, and you'll still have them, these brake line clips, they go in like this one right here, but they hold 2 at once, and so I don't want to put all these brake line clips on there for you to have to take them back off to run the second brake line, and I'm not going to do that. You said you're going to do brake work, so I'm going to leave that too. Yeah, this is all good down here. This is all happy. This one, this is a, I think it's a lift pump. There was diesel in it. A lift pump and overflow tank. I pulled the line off the lift pump from wherever it was connected down here. I don't remember without looking at pictures. So if that's not a big deal to you, cool, I'll leave it. If you want me to figure out what I did here, and like one goes there and then one goes down or something, I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. But you know what that is, I'll just leave it. This was the extra harness line, and it had like a looks like an injector clip. So I'm not sure if they had like methanol injection in the intake or something, but there was this here and it was in this general location when I got the truck. So I put it back here, and then there's a little power loop in here on this wire too. It's probably down underneath that air box, hiding right back in here. There's a little power eyelet, and I'm not sure what the power eyelet was for, but that power eyelet's right here in that small wire. Oh, it's right here, duh. That one. So there's that, and there's that, and I don't know what they're for, but I know they were right here by the air box, so there they are, right there by the air box. I'm gonna deal with that. No radiator, so no coolant line. This stuff's all good. Back to its factory location. That's the only extra, and that's for the windshield wipers. That one's ran. That's throttle cable, and then these are markers and turns, and that one's a horn. Headlights. Okay. Then I'll throw the insulation on, and I think there was like a hood prop clip or something that was in this square hole. That one broke, and then there's these little like 90-degree little plastic things that hold the squirter on. I broke those too when they came off, so we need to find if the little 90-degree little plastic holders. I did my best. I'm saying I broke them because like I'm really easy, but like I tried really hard, and to only have like 4 things break on me, I think I did a pretty good job. So anyway, those little things are missing. I have the squirter, and I think I have the line still, so that's all good. Here's your engine harness. I reran it. I made it all pretty, so it should be ready to just plug back in and do what you need to do with it. And it dropped right here. There might have been another securement with like the brake line thing or whatever, but I mean, it's all hidden back here and pretty happy, so I'm cool with that. Yeah, I'm done up here. When I close the hood, I can put the cowl on it for the last time and put the windshield wipers on. Actually, take that back. Can't put the cowl on until the windshield's in, so. But anyway, I don't know how long that was. Let's see, how long do we got here, guys? 12 minutes? Maybe it'll go on the tubes for you. Anyway, Hilux engine compartment. Man, she's looking spiffy. I'm gonna finish this up, and then I'll be down to assembling doors. I gotta polish these 2 fenders over here. I haven't polished them yet before they go on. Then I can run the trim lock and get the snorkel tube. I've got to fix. I thought these 2 stinking holes right here were a factory clip, and apparently they're not a factory clip for anything. It had these screw holes for the buttons for the top, and I welded those up and got rid of those, but apparently there was something that's not factory, and the customer was like, yeah, that's not factory. So I'm gonna make this go away, which is okay, because I don't know if you can see, but I also noticed, yeah, you can pick that up a little bit, it's a little bit light on the color right here on this top edge of that tailgate. So I was spraying this direction and trying not to get a drip off of these, and so if you spray this way to get in here, and then you turn the gun around, spray back here, you hit these 2 or 3 times, and then they just, and half full or half empty, the lesser of 2 evils. Well, I didn't get enough paint right here on this, so it's kind of gray. You can see the sealer through it. So I'm gonna fix the holes, fix the gray, back mask this and blend it on that edge, because you'll never see it. Polish the rest of this out, and then we'll be good to go. So we're just a couple days away from having this thing done. So anyway, I wanted to give the customer an update and ask some questions, and also get a full video out for you guys and show you kind of what I've been doing. So anyway, thanks for being here. Appreciate you guys. We're gonna wrap this thing up. Stay tuned for the next one. You guys take care.